Hello, and welcome back to DROD, Advanced Concepts 2. Took a bit of a detour because of Baba Is You. I was hoping to get that done in a timely manner because it was going on in chat for quite a bit, Caravel chat, but I guess my fears were unfounded because that stopped after about a week and I ended up playing it for several months. So, regardless, we are back to Advanced Concepts. Good to be doing some DROD again. Aumtlich, the plural of Aumtlich is Aumtlich. Pretty sure. So I already see how I have to do this one. We just need to get, well, presumably these all do one door each. Yes, okay. We need all 5 of these held down at once, which is going to be 3 Aumtlich, a decoy, and a B-throw. That'll do it. So we have to actually play through the Aumtlich level first in order to be able to do such a thing. I have heard things about this level. Somebody said that this thing... Was it just Goran who said that this level was abysmal? Somebody in chat was giving this level a really hard time. It might have been Discoran. Now that I see his name here, I'm suddenly suspicious. Aumtlich were a relatively new type of monster for B-throw. Their movement patterns were more complicated than the standard dungeon roach, and the beams they shot out of their eyes added a whole new level of complexity. Sounds like a visit to the Aumtlich Annex was needed. I don't have too much trouble with Aumtlich most of the time, but we'll see what's up with this one. Quick high score check. Does not record high scores. Okay. Oh, I like this tile set. The novice delver may proceed through this level in linear fashion. The experienced delver, presumably playing this hold for some easy high scores, may solve several rooms in a more difficult manner for access to secret challenge rooms. Okay. Aumtlich turning. Aumtlich beams. Precision Aumtlich manipulation. A novice delver is advised to first proceed through the other sections. Will do. Not that I would consider myself to be a novice delver, but... So what was it? Turning, beams, and movement? Let's start with movement. Aumtlich movement. Aumtlich, out by themselves in an empty room, are relatively unremarkable. Point beam towards enemy, move towards enemy, repeat until someone dies, usually the Aumtlich since it never figured out the R key. Alright. So some strange writing going on in this one. So I guess this is also what it meant by high scores, right? If I really wanted to. Would it be faster to go back? I wonder. Well, this is what I've decided to do. Not that I'm optimizing this, first place tie. I'll optimize this one room. And then we'll see. Yeah, this is going to be a bit more complicated. Among the more notable features of the Aumtlich's movement is its inability to move and turn at the same time. Aumtlichs choose to believe that this, rather than their unusual smell, is why they are typically the last to be chosen for Empire pickup soccer teams. Alright, well, we have ourselves a sister gate. Let's just make our way... Alright, we can't do that. We can do this, though. Not the most efficient. I guess that's a way back. Okay. So Aumtlich move toward B-throw, but need to stop every so often to reorient, and can't turn instantly like your average unarmed dungeon critter. Sounds like a guard, right? Indeed, their movement is very similar. Yes, and here we have a brained Aumtlich. I guess we want to kill this guard first. Oh, there's an ortho square. Okay, the ortho square will protect me. So why is the guard moving the way that it is? However, there are a couple key differences. First, since Aumtlich beams don't share the sword's tendency to blow up bombs and kill allies, and generally be a nuisance, they don't worry about it as much. Yeah. I could kill this brain. This reminds me, though, that I had a question I need to check in the editor at some point to see... I think I found a situation in which a brained guard behaves differently than a non-brained guard. But I need to confirm that in the editor. If it works, I will be building a puzzle around that. So I guess I'm just going to tease that and not actually do anything, say anything else for now. Second, guards come with a built-in brain, yes. Behavior in the previous segment notwithstanding. Aumtlich don't, so their ability to find their way around obstacles is very limited in the absence of an external brain. Wait, I thought... Sure, we'll just do it that way. Also, guards are far more dangerous up close than Aumtlich. We'll get into that later. Smite Masters Union rules prohibit a side-by-side demonstration of Beathrow being killed by a guard. Okay. I am now invisible. Yeah, and I was very inefficient on that one. That's fine. I'll optimize this on my own time. Which is to say, I will never optimize this, probably. When an Aumtlich is moving diagonally, which is most of the time really, upon encountering an obstacle, it takes the shortest way around it, based on which side of the diagonal Beathrow is on. If Beathrow is on the diagonal itself, ancient instincts take over and the Aumtlich exhibits the ubiquitous vertical movement preference. Alright, well, let's see that. Yes, you're going to do that, but if I do that, you're going to do it that way instead, and if I go this way, yeah. Okay. That's fair enough. Of course, the Aumtlich doesn't display enough foresight to pick the truly shortest path. Those Aumtlich that can plan ahead tend to avoid being in the same room as Beathrow. Yeah, so in this case you're gonna go around that way, which doesn't really help, or we could just do that. Oh, this room looks busy. A common fallacy is to equate laziness with stupidity. The death of many a delver has been caused by the assumption that the Aumtlich can't be bothered to maneuver around a simple wall. Not so. The single wall offering a safe bulwark against the unbrained roach is no match for the Aumtlich. The blocked Aumtlich checks both diagonals towards Beathrow, and if one is free, it takes it. The Aumtlich is lazy, yes, but it's smart enough to realize that moving out of its way by a single space takes no more time than just moving straight. Ask it to do more than that, and it balks. Balks, I guess. Right, so the point of this demonstration is that the Aumtlich will only sidestep a single obstacle, a single tile, but not a full row, or not a second one if they're both blocked. All right, and I guess this is going to demonstrate something, because I was just saying which is his preference. My guess is his preference is to go left over right and up over down. Knowing this, it should be trivial to keep the next Aumtlich cheerfully moving towards its unseen doom while opening a minimal number of doors. Right, okay. Ah, I see. So I get 4 doors that I can open, and then I step here and I don't get to move, and it's going to come down towards me, and I guess this will demonstrate left-right preferences, but not up-down preferences necessarily. So at this point it'll go here, here. This is no problem. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the ones that have to be blocked. Okay. Or opened, rather. was gonna... When's my last checkpoint? Right there. I was actually... Yeah, okay, it does step left first. A postscript. When the Aumtlich is somewhat, while the Aumtlich is somewhat clever, to be sure, it has its limits. When on an orthogonal line from B-throw, it willingly dodges diagonally. But once off that line, diagonal movement preference takes hold, and an Aumtlich would rather sit and sulk than move further away from B-throw in any direction, even if it's ultimately shorter. Of course, if B-throw moves back onto an orthogonal line from the Aumtlich, it will reevaluate. So what that's saying is that from here, I'm on the same orthogonal as it, orthogonal lines, so it steps, but here it's not going to sidestep, it's going to wait until I'm in this column before it sidesteps again. Alright, looks like we can get back. Where's the fun in that? So given the choice of two diagonals towards its prey, which does the Aumtlich choose? It's perfectly capable of taking either, when no alternative exists. Right, so this is gonna demonstrate nothing. Okay, these tiles are demonstrating what I was curious about. Yeah, left over right, and up over down. Right, oops, that's fine. Rosio. When the choice of diagonals is presented, the Aumtlich takes the northward or the westward option. This is invaluable knowledge for the hapless delver who may have lost her compass to a hungry wraithwing. Poor wraithwing, if it's eating a compass, that's not going to end well for it. One can, on occasion, make use of this to guide the Aumtlich along a desired path by using one's own sword as a convenient obstacle. Of course, it helps if the desired path is to the north. And in this case, we do not want it to move to the north, so is that what this is demonstrating? Is that if I do this and then I wait, it's going to move north and I'm going to be stuck. But instead, if I rotate to block the north, so if I did nothing, it would have stepped here as well. Okay, neat little demonstration. Oh, this place goes quite a ways, huh? It's fine. Seems all fairly simple so far. I was under the impression that this was going to be really difficult, but now I'm thinking that the disparaging remarks in chat were the author of this entry just feeling shame about the style of writing that was used or something to that regard. I mean, it's fine. But I'm guessing that's what it actually was, and not that I was going to have a hard time solving puzzles here. Of course, this is all the demonstrational stuff, which is pretty simple in most of the levels. The average Aumtlich fails to realize that by dodging a pit, it will also free a trapped delver. The experienced delver will use this to his advantage. Given favorable architecture, the Aumtlich can even be pushed ahead by its supposed prey, without the slightest danger. Alright, so on here... Yeah, I can't move, but now... I see what's going to happen. They're going to sidestep to the west, which frees me, and then, every time I do this, they take a step to try to get to me. And I can make them rotate. I wonder if it'd be faster to go to the left than to the right, but I'm not going to worry about it. Oh. Was I supposed to get an Aumtlich to here? I mean, I probably could. It doesn't even seem like that would be all that difficult. Okay, that was first place tie. Dodging obstacles sounds almost like goblin movement, right? Not quite. Goblins, being generally more motivated, are slightly more willing to go out of their way to dodge an obstacle. This is true. Before we resume with this, challenge. Keep an Aumtlich of your choice alive. Yep, and that's the reason I'm doing this right now. see. I can't actually go this way. Well, that's rather inconvenient. Because I can't... So really what I have to do then is find the point... Is there ever going to be a point where I can rush past them? I don't think there is. Did I have to keep one of these alive? That would make more sense. Although that's pretty tricky. Yeah, because I can't ever get past these. And once we get to here, if I wait, you both die. If I step there, you kill me. Okay. Is that what I wanted to do? That's not gonna work. You're gonna freeze me if I do that. I'm really not seeing how to do this. Because once I get here... Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Rotating my sword doesn't help me. So... tried this. Okay, I think if I just... What if I do this? That's not gonna work. There we go. Oh, except that you don't get to... Alright. But if I do this... we still have problems because... Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's move you back, and then... There we go. Oh. Not quite. Alright, new plan. We trap the Aumtlich back here. Alright, there we go. So if I step here, you'll slide there. Not enough distance. Do I want him? It doesn't matter because he's not going to slide until you get to the end anyway. No, this isn't over. There we go. Well, that was a little bit more work. Aumtlich and mirrors make nice locks. Okay. So what's going on here? I can teleport back, tunnel back at any time. You're the problem, right? So what you're saying is I need all of these mirrors down here to get through. Okay, what is your purpose? I have to get you to here. Okay. This is starting to look really tedious. So the first step is to stash all of the mirrors on platforms in all of these areas. So I have a platform puzzle for no particular reason, followed by a whole bunch of mirror pushing. Like, this just seems completely unnecessary. And then a whole bunch more mirror pushing. And the Aumtlich, at the end of all of this, once I've cleared this, I guess the idea is that I leave a single mirror here, me standing this way, and I go 1, 2, 3 to push the mirror here. That's not going to be fast enough. Okay, well, how many spaces have I got? First of all, how many mirrors are there? 4 to 33. Okay, so that would be 29 or 30? Whatever, I'll just count them because I'm not sure whether how I'm supposed to deal with those coordinates right now, and my brain just seems to have shut off suddenly. Okay, it is in fact 30 mirrors. 30, so we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 squared together, which is going to be 16, 25, 29, 30. Okay. So, all of this. 30 squares, 4, 8, 12, 16, 19, 22, 25, 27, 29, 30. Okay. Yep, so this is a... this is a trapdoor puzzle, or a platform shuffling puzzle. Well, we'll go for the obvious ones first. These have to be the ones that go here. There's no other way, nothing else I can fit here, which means that I can't do 3 and 1 in this, so it has to be 1, 2, and 2. This, now I get some choices. 3, 6, 9, it could be, it could just be these. Is it really just that simple? Well, at this point it has to be, because I don't have any other way if I use the 4s. Okay. So this is just very silly, I guess. Alright, which means that this 4 has to be along one of the sides. Don't get a choice. So how is this setup going to work? This is cause for concern. Yeah, it's the wrong shape. Because I need an L piece. Okay, so this one goes here. That's the trick. The first thing that I didn't consider. I mean, it might not go here. I still haven't solved the 4x4, but that is at least one way to greatly improve my odds here. So then this 3x3, I guess I can go 2, because I noticed I needed an L piece, so I need a horizontal, which I don't have. So now I go 2, 3, and 4 to make this. So which 4? This shape is just terrible for this, so no. So it's gonna have to be this one then, if I'm gonna do a 4. Which means... oh, hold on, that's not gonna work. I don't think that's gonna work at all. I don't think I can use... yeah, because again, I would need a horizontal, so this tells me I still have to do the 3 the same way that I did it before. Okay, so 4 has to go along one of the sides. That means this is not possible with these shapes. Because I'm going to need one of these to be horizontal. So maybe I was wrong about this. I notice I can take this out. Is there a way to break the puzzle? Is that what I'm being asked to do? I don't think I can because these shapes aren't very friendly. And also because of this, I can't push a mirror along this. Okay. Thinking I can just extract a mirror and store it up here. I don't think that's going to work. And so the problem I have here is that the way that this is shaped, this will be easier to demonstrate if I can see it clearly in my head why this isn't going to work. But let's just demonstrate it. It's this piece here that's the problem. Because of this, I have 2, 3, 4 choices, right? Four spots I can go. 2 of them are obviously wrong because it gives me a little 1. And the other 2, well, this one, this just doesn't fit at all. This, so I have to do this and this, which means I need a horizontal 2 and 2. So I think I'm back to looking at the 3x3 and seeing if there's a way I can go 4, 3, and 2 possibly. I'd really want to use this, but I don't think I can. Which means that this is the last 4 I have. And the problem with that... oh, that does actually work. Okay. There was an orientation I wasn't considering. That'll do it. So we still have to start with, well, we don't have to start with this one, but in the end it's going to have to fit somewhere in here. It might as well go on one of the sides. Alright, and then this should be... yeah, this looks fairly straightforward. I just put everything together. Okay, I mean, as far as platform shuffling puzzles go, this was a pretty good one. I know most people don't seem to like these. I do okay with them. Mostly, if I were to be irritated about any one aspect of this, it's the fact that this doesn't really have anything to do with the Aumtlich at all, so why am I doing this? Like, this is not training me in any useful way. And also this just looks incredibly tedious. It's pushing 30 mirrors around. Oh. The things that DROD asks of you. Alright, that's 16 salvaged. This one I can just... I'm gonna say I can just leave it, but actually... I'm gonna have a problem here because... I'm gonna have to break line of sight. Unless I do that, I guess. That move would let me get the Aumtlich trapped briefly. Okay, well... let's just get started with that, I guess. Save that one for the end here. So we can figure out how we're doing it. Alright. How do we deal with the last mirror? So I did consider something like this, but the problem with that is it's too slow. Because I need you off of this at this point. Can't I just kill you? No, because I need you on this. That's why. Well, this is kind of awkward. Alternatively, if I have the last mirror here, can I make it to this tunnel? Well, the problem with that is that then I would have mirrors on both of these tiles, which I don't think I can extract at that point. Yeah, I would have to shatter one of the two mirrors. Okay, alternatively... Oh, I see a faster way of doing this. We do that, and that. Still not fast enough, but faster. Okay, I need to know something. Okay, you can see through a light post. Which is, I guess, the difference between a light and an obstacle. A rather obscure thing to come up, but I suppose. So now I'm really starting to think that this is the spot here. I have this tile. So if I had... Let's see, I guess alternatively I could trap you facing either of these directions. I don't know if that would help me. The problem is, let's say theoretically, if you're here and there's a mirror here, I don't have any way of extracting the mirror. I can't push mirrors onto tunnels. Okay, what if I do that? The problem is you're still going to be released. Turn too early. Okay. And we reset you. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. In fact, it doesn't matter. Okay, is there no way to close that? I guess not. But from here, you shouldn't do anything. I mean, yes, you're going to face that way, which is annoying. Oh, and we got you. Delightful. Okay. I've had enough of this. We're just gonna... Let's just deal with the two Aumtlich. There we go. Let's just get that into position. So this is the tedious busy work portion of the room now. Okay. It's not the worst thing I've done, I suppose. At least it's not an word puzzle. Thank you, checkpoint. Aha. There is an additional complication, but that's fine. Oh. Really? I am not amused. Well, I guess it really was a case of the challenging levels will... Hold on. I need that... Oh. I misinterpreted. I thought that was a hold pressure plate, not a open. Alright, well. Alright, what did this say? Aumtlich and mirrors make nice locks. They can. I wouldn't say this was an example of that, but... Is this another challenge? No, it's just 2 exits? Or this is a return path, maybe. Okay, that might be more likely what's going on here. Alright, so dodging obstacles sounds almost like goblin movement, right? Not quite. Goblins, being generally more motivated, are slightly more willing to go out of their way to dodge an obstacle. So this is going to demonstrate that. If I just wait here, nothing happens, but then goblin will actually... You know what, I'm probably supposed to just go. This is going to show that the goblin will step around, but the Aumtlich won't. Use this knowledge to release the Aumtlich second. Okay. Is there any reason I would want to release the Aumtlich second? That would be a pretty good reason. Okay. The next 3 areas are the challenge, are they? I see. I could just have Briar kill everything, and then I can take the tunnel, and I would get out. Whereas if I wanted to actually... Okay, is this the only one? Wait. Can't I just take the tunnel? Go it this way? How do I ever get down here? Okay, so challenge room to the south. We're not gonna have time for that, but maybe we'll get to the challenge room today. So that could be the goal. So same deal. Okay, this time... This time we want the Aumtlich first. Probably just using the sword to scare the goblin, if I had to guess. Just because if we do this, you can wait until you're until you're past. Oh, that doesn't bode well though, does it? Okay. No, I'm just dead. Okay, so using the sword to scare the goblin. The problem with that, of course, is that the Aumtlich's going to be coming at me from behind. Well, I know I have to do that to start this thing. Is there any way to get the Aumtlich out? I can slow the Aumtlich down. By turning. But I have to be in the goblin side. So I guess if I see, I can't do that. Maybe I just have to hold it here. Okay. Yeah, just had to find a way to force the goblin to come to me with the force arrows at an appropriate timing. Alright, now I get to do the same thing, only with Ormites and force arrows. And again, we want the goblin out first this time. Okay. And I can't use my sword? Is that what this is saying? Why can't I use my sword? Oh, I'm blocking the wrong thing. Okay, that's... Okay, you're blocked. Okay, that one was pretty easy. This one is the same. Only the Ormites are extended a bit. There's a pit here. So this is saying that if I solve this the same way I solved this one, then it's trapped and I can't stab it. Okay. So I have to do this on this side this time. Ah, and I can't move to the left. Really? No, those aren't broken walls. Thing is, I can't move to the left. I couldn't hit any of these myself. Did I need to bring a monster with me to hit the pressure plate for me? Is that what's going on here? Because it looks to me like this setup is saying that if I'm over on this side... Yeah, you're never getting out of there. Alright, well this one was pretty easy. Okay, I was one turn too early. No you don't, Goblin. Okay, that releases them. Oh, I need to let the Goblin come to me first. Okay, let's just kill the Aumtlich. Okay, not too bad. Let's just take a peek at the challenge level then, and just confirm this was the challenge, right? That's why I had to go this way. Interesting setup. So again, optimizing this room would be pretty easy, because you just flood it with Briar. Oh, we don't actually get to see. Ah. You know what, let's not read that right now. I mean, you can pause the video and read it yourself if you want to, but... I'm not going to read that until the next part, when I will attempt to solve what looks like a horrifying mess of Aumtlich lasers. I will see you then.